Professor Angeline. Hello, Professor Angeline. My name is Delerme. I'm from your introductory psychology course. This is my survey for my project on stress. I did it on 6 people, 3 males, 3 females. I will give you what their responses are and then my responses. Each candidate has been given a number for confidentiality reasons. And at the end, I will also give you a couple tips from my own personal life. The first female is 18. What stresses her? Social interaction. Her, like most college students, don't socially interact well. But she still tries to interact with people towards, I need help in class, asking classmates, what did the teacher say last, or I didn't understand that, could you explain it a little bit better to me? Nothing wrong with that. Now, for me personally, I say jokes, I try to say, how was your day? Did you understand class? Do you need any help? This is perfectly normal. These are things that I do to just try to start a conversation. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. But as long as I'm trying, that's all that matters. Next female is 17. What stresses her, like most college students, college itself, she handles this by scheduling time for her classes and her homework, and then trying to set those times and get it done within the time frame. That skill should have been learned in high school through college, which most people should have nowadays, because if you don't schedule ahead of time, you're going to get run over with work, and it's not good for you in the slightest. Say you're told you have a project due on the first day of class. Think about what you want to do. Then in the coming weeks, run it by your professor, make sure it's fine, and then work on it every little bit of a time while keeping up with your schoolwork to get it done. And there you go. Last female is 25. What stresses her? Failing her exam. That's another thing that most college students, yes, it's very scary. I know personally. She handles this by going every day. In the back of her mind, she remembers, I have to at least study a little bit every day just to prepare a little bit for the exam. This takes off a little bit of the stress, but you're still remembering to get your studying done, of course, for the exam. I can relate to that. I would do the exact same thing. Next, we got the males. The first male is stress. Who's 20 years old, and he stresses for the future. Now, he sees the future as in week by week, so he schedules ahead of time what days he's going to work, what days he's got obligation, what day he's going to hang with his family. That is a really good strategy and a good skill to have. Me personally, I have something close to that. It's a day-by-day schedule. I go with, in the back of my mind, what are my objectives I have to do in the day. I at least have 3 or 4 I have to get done, and I knock them out at least 2 or 3 every single day. This helps me get done more proficiently with work, other obligations, and classwork all at the same time. Great. Next male is 20. What stresses him is his safety. Not for himself, but for his family and his girlfriend. He handles this by communicating with them weekly. Now, this is a great thing to do because technology is so advanced. Yeah, you can do that. Me personally, I only communicate with my family on a day-to-day basis whenever I get around to it or whenever I feel like it. Because technology is so advanced, I can do that either way. And I'm so grateful that I can do that on either side of my family. I can just hit up anybody on my mom's side or my dad's side if I need them or they need me. Perfectly normal. Last male, what stresses him is the business exam he has to deal with. Now, he was telling me that he has to study on the site. The problem was apparently his laptop didn't work on the site, and apparently his other classmates also were going through the same problem, that it wasn't working on their laptops. Now, how did he handle this? He went to a library. The school has many resources that can be used to help for any situation like that. And I thought to myself, that's pretty cool. And there also have been other cases where if enough people will tell the professor, he might push back the day, or he might extend the test, or he might just cancel altogether. You never know. Me personally, I do the exact same thing. The last thing is how I handle stress. Me personally, I've gone through not much stress as much as everybody else has. However, one thing I learned was stress is back in middle school to high school. I had a little problem. I was going through puberty. So obviously hormones are going up and I was stressing over school. And I thought to myself, why am I stressing so much with school? All I got to do is just do my work. And then I thought, why not? As I was going through it, I got my act together, started doing my work, getting it done. All in all, it started turning out really good. I got better grades, my acne went down, I was doing great. Lastly, why did I choose stress? Because everybody is stressed. Everybody has their own problems, everybody has their own solutions. And that's just about adjusting and getting through it. And that's it. I thank you for your time and have a good day. Pause.